Okay, so I found a position that I can leave my camera in whilst filming this particular section of the line. As you can see, this is my 3-line station. I've got two main loops and then a passing loop on the inside, and I can easily operate 2 trains actually operating at the same time whilst having a third one in this siding here ready to pull out. I'm currently just using the freight line on that second line there at the moment rather than using that for passengers. The outer line seems to run quite nicely, and as I was saying at the previously, the outer loop, which is the one which has got the red Hornby train on, even at full speed is not operating anywhere near as fast as the American train, which is the maroon one, which is running on the second line, and that's only actually currently running at around 60%, yet is running a lot faster. But all in all, the line itself seems to run quite well, so let's see if we can just pick you up and place you at the other end of the station and try and find another position where I might be able to just leave the phone so that we can actually see the images. Yeah, there we go. So that's looking at it from the other end, and what you can see there is the station. So again, the platforms here, these were all made from polystyrene. These were cake lids, and basically everything that you can see there is with recyclable material. The actual ballast is made from a mixture of pumice and cat litter. Now the cat litter works quite well, but what you want to remember to do first is to put down your layer of glue and then the cat litter on top of that, because if you don't, what tends to happen is your cat litter will get stained and might clump. But if you do it so that you put your glue and then put the litter on the top, what you find actually is you get a very even spread of the litter. So let's move around one more and see where we are with the next section of the railway. So this area here is looking over the area which is the residential area, again from that same bridge of the church, where the church on the hill is, and again you can see me constructing that in an earlier video. I've still got to do a little bit of work in this area with the retail and the residential area, particularly these terraced houses. I've got to do the gardens. I've got some trees which I put on bases which I need to make more permanent, but at least it's starting to take the shape that it's needed to take. All in all of this has been done since around August this year, so I'm very pleased with that. I've got to still do a lot of work to the layout, but I'm very happy. I'm sorry I'm having to reverse one of my locos as it seems to have dropped a few of the wagons, so just going back and picking those up, and that'll be coming back into shot very, very shortly, hopefully this time with all of the wagons. And here it comes now. Like I said, the American loco, which is this one, seems to run definitely on a different speed to the British logo, the Hornby. I mean, they're probably both Hornby, but for some unknown reason it seems to work so much more better and faster than the English one, although the English one has a proportion of speed, is probably more accurate than anything, but at least it works well. So scanning all the way around again. So let's have another view of the marshalling yard here, and what we have in relations to the way in which it's starting to take shape. Still, like I said, I've got some more work to do. I did like the idea of that central platform. It does gives me a lot to do, and that line that's just here actually operates off the same electrical as that inner loop. But then this other one I have, which is in this area here, and this one is operated through a separate controller, so that means that I can shunt around this particular part of the marshalling yard itself. The marshalling yard was split into 2 areas, so there was the marshalling yard itself, and then what we have here is the industrial area, which originally was some buildings that was used by the railway. But as the railway declined, then it became more of an industrial area, and it's now used for a host of different industries. So looking again at the farmland, this was one of the first areas that I actually finished, or almost finished. Nothing's really finished yet, and this is probably the area that I'm probably the most proud of, because it was the first time I'd actually tried anything, not just the buildings, but also for instance the bridge at the back and the raised embankments, and then the creation of the river and another bridge there which was made from the coffee stirrers, and then the laying of the rocks to make it look like it's a scree from the side of a mountain, a hillside. And then of course, like I said, I've added onto that the old carriage, which I need to do some more work on. But this section I'm very happy with. It's not perfect, don't get me wrong, it's not perfect, but I'm very happy with the way the first section that I ever created has turned out, and particularly like the driveway up to the house itself. Put in there a little wishing well and a circle of stones, and the stepping stones there across the river itself into a barn. I've still got to put the animals on there here, but I've now got the animals, so they will be going into place. But it works very well with the vehicles that I've managed to purchase, and they all just about fit in size. And then I have another barn here which is mainly used for the equipment. So yeah, very happy. And then obviously what I then had to do was link this to the next section, so this was then linked to the bridge, the area where I'm going to be where I had the castle. So I hope you found that useful, and